Hi, yogis. Welcome to class. Today you will need two blocks, really is all you're going to need if you have them. If you don't, a book or something a little taller, or a pillow to sit on if you need that. Otherwise, two yoga blocks would be great. You don't really need a blanket or towel. We'll do a few knee down lunges, but we won't be there very long. So you shouldn't really need that. It'll probably just get in the way. We're going to start laying on our back. So grab one block and have it kind of by your head, and go ahead and get settled on your back. And we'll begin in just a moment. So today's class is going to focus on twisting, but it's also kind of a full body flow, with our focus on twisting. So the whole month of January, we're going to focus on twists and having a different peak pose each class. So if you did take last week's, you'll notice some similarities within the flow. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so on your back, knees bent, have a block kind of by your head. And then have your knees bent, feet wide, like wide as your mat, and then let your knees knock in. And then you can rest your hands on your belly, maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And close your eyes here. Just begin to arrive. So arrive on your mat, arrive in this class. Your body is here, but what we need to work on is getting our minds here too. So try to just be present for this next 45 minutes. Try not to think about yesterday or what's going to happen the rest of the day, tomorrow, etc. We all struggle with this. It's part of the practice. So check in, notice how your breath is, and work with your own body today. If you need to pull back at certain places, go ahead. I will be offering some variations. If you feel super energetic today, try to challenge yourself a little more than usual. Just work with your own body, meet yourself where you're at. So from here, interlace your hands behind your head and take your feet hip width distance. Knees point up. We're just going to do a few kind of cat cow on your back, so some spinal undulation. So on your inhale breath, stick your butt out, arch your lower back, like you could slip something underneath it. And then on your exhale, press your low back into the floor. So just subtle movements here. Inhale, arch your low back. Exhale, press your low back into the mat. Go ahead and move a few, 3 or 4 more of these with your own breath. Just kind of beginning to feel ourselves in our bodies today. And then on your next exhale, I want you to press your low back into the floor and bring your right elbow to meet your left knee. Lift up like you're doing a crunch. But really focus more on pushing your low back into the floor and twisting. So right elbow twists to the left. Maybe if you can touch it to your knee, try to go to the outside of your knee. And then inhale, lower, arch your low back. Exhale, other side. So left knee goes to your right, or left elbow goes to your right knee. Press your low back into the mat and twist your belly button to the right. And then inhale, same thing, left, lower down, arch your low back. And keep going, right, left, a few more times. So you should be feeling some heat in your obliques. We will be using them a little bit today, but we should always work on strengthening our obliques. We don't do it often. So moving slower is harder, but move at your own pace. So a few more of these. One more time each side. See if you can twist a little more Reach your elbow a little farther as if you could touch the outside of your foot, which definitely won't happen unless you're crazy flexible. Okay. So you can take your hands to your sides and just kind of pause here. Okay, so next we're going to take that block and put it between your thighs or your knees, just somewhere with your upper legs, and then bring your knees together and pull your knees into your chest. So you have that block, you're squeezing it. I like to have mine on the long way so it doesn't feel like it's falling out. And then put your arms out to a T, palms face down. Squeeze the block, so it's going to make your legs shake a little bit, and press that low back into the floor just like we did in our spinal undulation. Keep squeezing the block. Excuse me, have your knees closer to your chest. And then you're going to lower, slowly begin to take your knees to the right and let them hover. Don't let them touch the mat. Pull your belly button to the left. So you're twisting here and squeeze the block as hard as you can. Your legs should be shaking. That's normal. Come on up, go to the other side. Let your legs hover to the left. Pull your belly button to the right. Feel that twist and squeeze the block. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that a couple more times each side. So keep squeezing the block. It's easy to forget. Hover your legs, pull the belly button to the left, and move at your own pace. So one more each side. Maybe each time you can go a little closer to the floor, but don't let your legs touch. But the opposite hip should be lifting up. If you're wondering, that's normal. That should happen. Squeeze the block, come back up, give that block one nice squeeze, and then you can remove it. Just set it to the side for now and pause. Okay, so we're gonna meet in downward dog. You can pull your knees in, do a couple rocks. Maybe cross your feet at the top of your mat, plant your hands and step back, however you need to get there. But once you're there, start to warm up your dog. Pedal out your feet, shake your head yes and no. Whatever feels good in your body, in your down dog to start. Okay, now we'll take kind of a static dog. Spread your fingers super wide at the top of the mat and press the mat away from you. Pull your shoulder blades away from each other on your upper back and continue to press the mat away. Firm your thighs, spread your toes, and kind of gaze up towards your thighs. Reach your hips up and back as if they could touch the upper corner of the ceiling. And breathe. So keep all of those things engaged. From here, shift forward to plank pose. So try to keep your head and neck in line with your spine, gaze towards the top of your mat, press the mat away, do that spreading of the shoulder blades, squeeze your thighs, firm up your belly, so pull your belly towards your spine. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Square your hips so your toes point down. And then you're going to do the opposite. You're going to externally rotate your right leg. So you're opening your hip up to the side. Lift your right leg high. You should feel your outer hip muscles work. And then point your toes, bend your knee, and then just open up your hip. Gaze forward between your hands. Kick your right leg behind you. Nice. And then release. Next side, three-legged dog. Left leg goes up. Point your toes down. So you're squaring your hip off with your mat. And then you're doing the opposite. So externally rotate your left leg so your toes kind of point up or to the side. And then lift your left leg high. So you should feel this in your oblique or your outer hips and your glutes. Gaze forward between your hands. Point your toe, bend your knee, and then just open up your hip. So it's more of a stretch here. Nice. Release that. Regular dog. So we're doing some funky things in our down dog today to start. Both toes point to the left. So come to the outer edge of your right foot, inner edge of your left. So both toes point left, side stretchy dog and twist. So twist your belly down towards the mat and press your arms into the floor, hips up and back. Shift forward, twisty plank. That's what I'm going to call it. Again, spin your upper body as if you're doing a regular plank, but your legs are twisting to the left. From here, put most all the way into your right hand, reach your left arm up. So you can stay here, modified side plank, or take your left leg and reach it up, turning your outer hips on again. Wherever you are, step your left foot behind onto the floor, so it's kind of behind your right knee, and then just lower your booty down. So you're coming to sit, you're going to be off your mat, which is fine. Right leg is extended, left knee points up. Take your left arm behind you, use it to sit up nice and tall, and then twist. So it's early, so you may be able to get your elbow to the outside of your knee, or just hug your knee and pull your belly to the left as you sit up nice and tall. Maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Do some opening twist here. One more. Okay, and then undo that. Place your right hand where it was on the mat, like you're doing plank. Left hand next to it and just come to your belly. Keep your hands under your shoulders and then point your elbows back towards your heels. Pull your shoulder blades together. Inhale, cobra. So lift your head and chest. Lower. Take your fingers out to 10 and 2 and kind of come to the tips of your fingers. Elbows point up. Inhale, chest lifts. Kind of teenage cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, lower. And this time, take your arms to your side. Palms can face down or towards your thighs. Bring your feet together as if you have one leg. And then inhale everything up. So head, chin, chest, shoulders reach back, fingertips reach towards your feet. Lift your feet up. See if you can get your legs higher. Shalabhasana. And then exhale, lower down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Come to the tips of your toes. Maybe you stay on your knees here, or maybe not. Press yourself back up to a plank, and then back to down dog. Let's do that on the second side. So all your toes are going to point to the right. Blade edge of your left foot, inner edge of your right. Press your hips back. Twisty dog. Shift forward to your twisty plank. So again, upper body kind of spins towards the mat. Legs are twisting. Belly button pulls to the left here. Stay here or come to your side plank. Well, you could do modified side plank or lift your right leg up. Turn the outer hips on again. Press the mat away. Wherever you are, step your right foot behind your left knee and come to sit. So now you're off your mat on the other side. Switch your arms. So right hand comes behind you, left arm reaches up. And you can either hug your leg or put your elbow to the outside of your knee and twist. So maybe you can gaze over your right shoulder. Couple breaths here. Okay, undo that. Left hand plants as if you're going back to your plank. Right hand plants come to your belly once again. So we'll do 3 belly down back bends. This time we're going to start with our fingertips at 10 and 2, elbows up. Inhale. Lift your chest up, lift your heart, reach your heart forward. Exhale, lower. Shalabhasana again, so arms to the side, feet together. Inhale, lift everything up. Reach your fingertips back, lift your legs a little higher. Exhale, lower. And bring your hands under your shoulders and pull them a little back, a little farther. And then if you're ready, come to the tops of your feet. You can either do cobra or up dog, if up dog is in your practice. Inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and look forward between your hands and walk your feet to the top of the mat. You can grab opposite elbows here, shake your head yes and no. Just begin to kind of open up the hamstrings. And then go ahead and roll yourself up so you're standing at the top of your mat. Okay, so we're going to do some sun salutations. We're going to add some lunges here. So just follow along if you have not done these before. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale's your half lift. Then as you exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, lift your back knee up and step to your plank pose. Shift forward, lower all the way down or halfway to do Chaturanga Dandasana. And then inhale is your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, step your right foot between your hands, left knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands down. Lift your back knee and then step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Do the same thing starting with the other side. So inhale's your half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Hands down, lift your back leg, plank. Then Chaturanga or Cobra, up dog, down dog. Gaze forward, step your left foot between your hands, right knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, lift your back knee, and go ahead and step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, look up. And then go ahead and just stand Tadasana for a few moments. We'll do that same thing again with a high lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale is your half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot way back. Bend your left knee, squeeze your back leg. Inhale, high lunge. You're welcome to have a bend to your knee or keep it super straight. We're not here for long. Exhale, hands down. Step back straight into Chaturanga or Cobra. Meeting down dog. Look forward, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands down. Step to the top of your mat. Half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, reach up. One more, second side. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. And then you'll inhale, high lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, go straight to your Cobra or Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Look forward, step your left foot between your hands. High lunge. So you really got to squeeze those legs to get your balance. Exhale, hands down and step forward, top of mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Tadasana. Lovely. So we should be feeling nice and warm. Let's flow back to our down dog and get started with our flows. So kind of just a regular sun salutation here, or you can just meet us in down dog, child's pose, if you need a little rest. Okay, so there's two flows today. They're very similar to each other. We're gonna do the first one slow, and then we'll do the same flow fast, and then we'll do one more flow kind of slow, but not too crazy. So from your down dog, Come to that side twisty dog with both toes pointing to the right. So you're in your twisty downward dog. Shift forward to your twisty plank. Spin your belly down, squeeze your thighs, and then come to that side plank variation. So you can either have your foot in front or stack your feet, or option 3, lift your right leg up. We've been here before. Squeeze both legs super firm and really press your left hand down. Pull your shoulder away from your ear. From here, blade edge of your right hand reaches back. Bend your right knee forward. We're going to step to the top of the mat. Both hands inside of your right foot. Inhale, open up your chest. And then spin your left fingertips to the left. Reach your right fingertips up. So side twist. Squeeze your back leg strong and pull your belly to the right. From here, both hands come down. Hop your left foot back so it's in line with your right. And then right toes kind of go to a 45-degree angle. Skandasana, back of mat. So if you're not familiar with this pose, your left toes and your right toes are kind of at 45-degree angles. And then reach your fingertips forward if you can. If you're newer, you might need to have your fingers down to stay upright. So you want to keep your chest raised as much as possible. Breathe here. And then exhale, crawl to a wide-legged forward fold. So 2 heels are in one line. Walk your fingertips back so they're in line with your heels. Nice. So you can take your hands to the outer edge of your feet and then come to the outer blades, like move the weight to the outer edges of your feet. So you should look over and see your arches lift. And then kind of lean forward to the toe pads. And then bend a little deeper if possible. You can move your hands back so they're in line with your heels. From here, really firm up your legs. So squeeze your thighs. Walk your hands to your right shin. Right hand goes to the outer edge of your, like right below your knee. And left hand just goes below that. Twist your belly towards your thigh. And maybe gaze past your right shoulder. Squeeze your legs. And then walk to the other side. So you should really feel this stretch in the outer legs. Pull your belly to the left this time. Gaze over your left shoulder, firm up your legs and squeeze them as if you're squeezing your inner thighs together somewhat. And then crawl your hands back to center. Inhale's your half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Firm up your legs, hands to hips, and then come to stand. We're going to move into Trikonasana from here. So adjust your feet. 2 heels are in one line. Your right toes are going to point to the front of your mat and then straighten your front leg. Hands to hips, square your hips off so you're standing straight. And then arms come out to the side. Reach your fingertips to the front. And then right hand comes down to your shin, or you can grab a block if you need one. Left hand, left fingertips reach up. You can gaze up at your left hand. Squeeze both legs. Again, imaginary block between your thighs. And push your hips a little bit forward. So your whole body should be in one line, all of your limbs, as if you could fit yourself in a file cabinet. From here, spin your palm forward, reach your arm up over your ear. And then look down, spin your belly down, hands come down. You're gonna want both of your blocks. Sorry, should have cued that. Reach for them and then step your feet wider. So you're standing on more of railroad tracks, not in the same line. We're gonna go into pyramid pose. So your back foot should have 45-degree angle, front toes point forward, hands on blocks if you need them. Inhale, lift. Exhale, keep length in your spine as you fold any amount down towards your right leg. Stretching your right hamstrings. Any amount, pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Nice. And from here, we're going to move into a high lunge. So spin your back toes forward, maybe scoot your leg back, bend your right knee, and set your blocks to the front of your mat, and then high lunge with Bent back leg. Reach your fingertips up. Squeeze your legs super strong. Arms reach forward. I don't want you to have a back bend here, so that's why your back leg is bent. Make sure you have a slight tail tuck. So core is tight, palms face each other. Make a fist with your right hand, and then pull your right hand all the way back to the back. Fingertips reach towards the back of your mat. Maybe you can look back, firm your legs, and squeeze your thighs together. This pose is a lot. Okay, reach forward, hands down, step back to down dog. Breathe. Second side, toes point to the left. You're gonna come into your twisty down dog. Push your hips up, look forward, and then shift forward, twisty plank. Spin your belly towards the mat. And then option for your side plank variation. You know, option 1 is keep your left foot on the floor. Option 2, stack your feet. Option 3, lift your left leg up. Push your right arm down, shoulder out of ear, and then make a blade with your left hand, reach it back, pull your left knee forward to step into your lunge. So we're just gonna do that when we can. It's not gonna be smooth if you're just starting to practice that, so just know that that's fine. No big deal. Okay, here, both hands are on the inside of your left foot. Reach your heart forward. Spin your right fingertips to the right, and then the left hand reaches up. Belly pulls to the left. Squeeze your legs again. I'm gonna keep saying that. Twist up. Hands come down. Hop your right foot to the back so they're in, your heels are in one line. And then you're gonna come into Skandasana, back of mat. So you may not be very low at all here. You may just be like right here. Whatever works in your body. Breathe. Hands down, crawl into your wide leg forward fold. So walk your fingertips back. Again, move the weight to the outer edges of your feet in the toe pads. Crawl your hands to your left shin and twist to the left. Crawl to the other side. Pull the outside of your leg and twist to the right. Fingertips to the middle, forward fold. And then inhale as your half lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips, come up to stand. And then we're gonna move into Trikonasana. So 2 heels should already be in one line. Left toes point to the front of your mat, and then square your hips to the side as if you have like headlights on your hips, going straight forward. Arms reach out. From here, firm up your legs, reach super, super far towards the top of your mat, and then arms come down, or left arm down, right arm up. Trikonasana. Squeeze your legs, gaze up, maybe towards your right hand. You want to keep length in your left side, so that's why you either have a block or hand to shin. So you don't want to be completely folding in on your left side. Okay, from here, right palm forward, reach up over your ear. Lengthen both sides. And then start to bend your front knee, grab your blocks, hop your right foot to the right, pyramid pose. So straighten your front leg, toes point forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. You may have a bend in your left knee, and that's fine. Like I said, beginning of class, meet yourself where you are. And then we're gonna move into our high lunge. So scoot your back, foot back maybe. Both toes should point forward. Move your blocks to the front of that mat, bend both knees, and reach up, high lunge with a bent back knee. Take your hands to your hips and just make sure you're doing that tail tuck and no back bend. And then palms face one another. Make a fist with your left hand and then pull your left hand back. Fingertips reach to the back of the mat. Squeeze your legs, thighs squeeze together. Maybe you can gaze back at your left fingertips. It's okay if you fall. It only means you're human. Bouncing is hard. Hands down, downward facing dog. So that one was harder because we moved slow. Like I said, moving slower is harder. We're going to go through that one more time, moving a little quicker. So both toes point to the right. Side stretch your dog. Move into your twisty plank. And then your side plank of choice. You know where you're going. Step forward. Low lunge, but your knees lifted. Both hands are on the inside of your right foot. Reach your heart forward. Left palm down, right fingertips reach up, twist your belly button to the right. And then Skandasana, back of mat. So I always have to hop my left foot back. Reach your fingertips forward if you can. Sit as low as you can. Keep your chest lifted. And then crawl into your wide leg forward fold. We're going to skip the side twist this time. So fold forward. Remember all the activation of the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips, palm up. Set your feet up for Trikonasana. Straighten your front leg, square your hips. Arms reach out. Trikonasana. Look forward. Grab your blocks, hop your left leg to the left, step it forward, maybe set up for pyramid. So inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. And lastly, high lunge. So bend both knees, both toes point forward. Come into your lunge. Palms face each other. Fist with your right hand, reach it back, twist. Belly pulls to the right, squeeze your legs. Inner thighs squeeze towards one another as if you have a block between them. And then hands come down. Downward dog. Okay, second side. Both toes point to the left. Side stretch your dog. Move forward. Twisty plank. Side plank on the right. Take your variation. And then step your left foot forward to that lunge. Hands are inside of your foot. Reach your chest forward. Right palm plants. Left fingertips reach up. Twist to the left. And then Skandasana, back of mat. So your heels should be towards the back of your mat. Sit as low as possible. Lift your chest if you can. Crawl to your wide leg forward fold. Remember to move the weight to the outer edges of your feet and your toe pads. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips, come to stand. Set up your feet for Trikonasana. Straighten your front leg, square your hips. Trikonasana. Reach your palm forward, reach up. And then set yourself up for pyramid. Get your blocks under your hands if you're using them. Inhale. Reach your chest forward. Exhale. Fold over your front leg. Remember, try to keep some length in your spine as you fold. And then blocks roll forward. Spin your back heel up. High lunge. Palms face one another. Left hand is a fist. Hold it back. Reach your left fingertips back and twist. Beautiful. Hands down. Downward facing dog. Take some breaths here. Feel free to take a child's pose if you need to. And when you're ready, come back, downward facing dog. We're going to move into our second flow. Look forward and step your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. So we're starting the same way. Left hand plants, right fingertips reach up. Skandasana, back of mat. Try to sit a little lower. See if you can get your chest up any higher. Maybe you have to stand high or reach your hips up higher to get your chest to lift. Just kind of play with that. And then hands down, crawl to your wide leg forward fold. So we've been here before. Let's walk side to side and just do one more of those twists. Make sure you're squeezing your legs firm and putting the weight to the outer edge of your foot. Whatever side you started on, pull your belly to your thigh, gaze over the shoulder, and then crawl to the other side. Keep squeezing your thighs. Come to the middle. Inhale's your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to hips. Come to stand. So we're going to add a little bit on here. Set up for tree or triangle pose. 2 heels in one line. Right toes point to the front of your mat. Whoa. Fingertips or arms out to a T. Square your hips. Lean forward. Reach forward. Right hand to shin. Left fingertips up. Trikonasana. I'm going to hold this a little bit longer. Really push your hips forward and squeeze your thighs. Think of that file cabinet again. Keep length in your right side. And then make your right fingertips really light. Reach your left fingertips up. Maybe you can come all the way up. Obliques. Warrior two. So bend your front knee. Really push the weight into the outer edge of your left foot and heel as you bend your right knee. Look forward over your right fingertips. And then gaze down at your foot. Maybe you just see your big toe, but your knee should be behind your big toe. Squeeze your thighs. Think of that imaginary block again between your legs, or if you could like wrinkle the mat between your feet, pulling your feet towards one another. Flip your right palm up, reverse warrior. And then exhale, left hand to hip. I know we haven't done any balancing work today, but we're gonna go into half moon if it's in your practice. You can also go into warrior three here if that's easier, and you just know half moon's not in your practice. But hand goes to your block, kind of out in front of you, more towards your pinky side of your foot. Externally rotate your left leg. Lift your left leg up. Maybe your right hand reaches up. Maybe you can gaze at your left fingertips. Squeeze both legs super firm, and that will help you balance. Wherever you are, warrior three or half moon, begin to bend your front leg. And we're going to step all the way back into a pyramid shape with our feet. So as if we're going to get set up for pyramid pose. You want to be standing like railroad track width between your feet. Grab a block and set the block to the inside or the outside of your foot. We're going to go into revolved triangle. So if you know this and you know where you're at, set up the block accordingly. Otherwise, inside of the foot is easier. Outside of the foot is harder. Pick your poison. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Elbows point back. Squeeze both legs super firm here. And then lean forward as if you're going into pyramid pose with length in your spine. Left hand reaches to the block. Your belly is already twisting to the right. Maybe your right hand stays on your hip and you just point your elbow back. Or you can reach your right fingertips up, squeeze both legs, squeeze your thighs together. Keep length in both sides. And maybe you can gaze up towards your fingertips. Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolved triangle. All right, begin to undo that. Put the block to the top of your mat on the left side, and then come back down to your downward facing dog. Ooh. We'll do that again, second side, and then we're going to be done flowing. So we can get through one more, right? Take a couple breaths here in your dog. Gaze to the top of your mat and step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Right fingertips point to the right. Lift your left arm up. Twist. Hands down. Last time. I just drew a blank on what this is called. Literally said it like 6 times. This pose. And then we're going to crawl forward to our wide leg forward fold. 2 heels in one line. You know the weight should be to your toe pads and the outer edge of your feet. Crawl to one side. Hold your shin. Twist your belly towards your thigh. And then crawl to the other side. Same thing. This opening of the outer legs really helps in the revolved triangle pose. Plus, it's just not a part of our legs that we stretch very often. Forward fold here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips, come to stand. Set yourself up for regular triangle. Left toes point to the left. Square your hips to the side of the mat. Arms out. Squeeze your thighs. Lean to the front of your mat. Triangle pose. So again, holding this one a little longer. Keep length in both sides. So you want to be light with your left finger. So you're really using those side abdominal muscles. Think of that file folder you're trying to fit in. So push your hips a little bit forward. Breathe. And then reach your right fingertips as if you could touch the ceiling. Left hand comes up. Ooh, coming all the way up. It's okay if you didn't get that. Warrior 2. Bend your left knee. Push your outer right foot into the mat. And then you want to gaze forward towards your left fingertips. Look down. Is your knee tracking behind your big toe? Push your knee back. If it's not, maybe sit a little lower. If you need to take your fist, push it on your inner thigh. That's a good way to train yourself for this one. Flip your front palm forward or up. Revolved warrior. We're going to move into our half moon or warrior 3, whatever you're doing. Use your blocks if you need them. I'm going to put my left hand on my block, kind of towards the outer edge of my pinky toe. Externally rotate upper leg if you're doing half moon. Try to keep the left toes pointing forward. That's super hard for me. And if you fall, that's okay. I did. Half moon pose. Lift your right leg up if you're there. Right fingertips up, maybe. Squeeze both legs firm to balance. And then bend your front knee, super slow, step back into that pyramid shape with your feet. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. So you're trying to square your hips-ish to the front. Grab that block. And then if you went on the inside last time, do that again, or the outside of the foot, front foot. Bring your hands to your hips to begin. Squeeze both legs. You have your balance here. Begin to lean forward as if you're going into pyramid pose. Right hand goes to the block this time. Begin to twist your belly to the left. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your legs. Left elbow can point back. Maybe that's where you stay, or reach your left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Couple breaths here. Try to find length in both sides so your right hand can be somewhat light. And when you're ready, go ahead and undo that. Set your block to the front of your mat and come back to down dog. Okay, we did it. We're going to meet on our back, so you can either hop forward and come to your back, or however you want to get there. Couple things before Shavasana. Take a couple breaths on your back. And really, whatever your body's craving right now is what you should do. So maybe you're craving a little bit of a back bend. You can go into bridge pose. That's what I was originally going to do. So walk your heels back closer to your sit bones and then push your booty up, hips up. Maybe you grab the outer edge of your mat. If back bend is not what you're craving, do windshield wipers, pull your knees to your chest. You do you. We're just cooling down now. So chin to chest, chest to chin. Pull your heels towards your head, but don't actually move them. So turn on the back of the body. And slowly lower. I'm going to go ahead and do some windshield wipers. So step your feet wide if you want to join me. Drop both knees to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, both knees to the left. Arms can be field goal. They can be behind your head, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, you can set yourself up for Shavasana. So whatever you need to do, if you want to use a blanket, blocks under your knees, or again, if your body's craving anything else, take that first. And you guys are home, so stay in Shavasana way longer than, okay, it's 8:45, so way longer than I'm going to, which is like 10 seconds. You really need to just, excuse me, I have a cold. Drop in here and just completely relax everything. Make sure you're not holding any tension in your face, your mouth. Let everything just be heavy into the floor. Your breath will slow down. You guys stay. I am going to roll to my right side, which when you're ready to get out, that's what I would recommend. Thank you all so much for taking my class today. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be twisting again next week, so sign up and hopefully I'll see you in our live class soon. Thanks.